Um, Hopefully everything's visible now. I'm sharing the screen at the right time, so that's all good.
Looking
Um,
good.
so CloudRadial's been around for about 4 years. Obviously, I've been around a little longer. Um, our origin story is a little different because we weren't an MSP first. As Kevin said, I got lucky in the 90s with a networking software company that uh, was able to grow, take public, and sell off to McAfee. Great ride, but it was in the time when MSPs were around. They were just called VARs and integrators. A few years ago, started helping some friends with their MSPs, and was really struck at how hard it was to work with clients. And so, in looking at that, the opportunities that existed out there, it just really made sense that the only solution to make it easier to work with clients was more software, right? Because I'm a software guy, so the solution is always going to be software. Um, so let's talk about client scalability and the problems related to that. Scalability is a big deal. It's what lets you grow profitably. It lets you have less risk. It lets you have less sleepless nights. Most of the vendors pitching here today, most of the shows, IT Nation, which you can hear in my voice, I attended and brought back with me, um, are all focused on helping you roll out a more complete and more sophisticated stack. And the power of the technology today, now just a few people can manage thousands of endpoints. The problem with thousands of endpoints is those thousands of endpoints come with thousands of users. And to support that, there just hasn't been much attention to that. And while it's always, and again, it's good to chase new logos. There's usually a ton of business in the existing client base if you can just organize yourself to go get it and grab it. And if you look at client scalability, Mark talked about it a little bit before, but ticketing is a broken system, but still the backbone of the way things communicate right now. But tickets come in, it doesn't lend itself to scalability. So what you've got is basically just a little bit of chaos on the client side. And let's take a look. Let's go back to the beginning and talk about maybe what life was like not too many years ago when MSPs helped end users with their workstation servers and software. Agreements were simple, and it was really just focused on the on-premise world. You typically brought in a PSA to help you coordinate that effort, to help work with clients so they can interact with you. You set up email so they could dial in. You, for the things that the PSA couldn't address, MSP scheduled meetings. You scheduled meetings with clients and taking them through one or two reports that you generate from your PSA or RMM or some other tool to show them what you were doing. And it was pretty simple. But the combination of cloud, mobility, online threats has exploded the demands placed on MSPs. And just a few years ago, MSPs were put to the test when they had to enable their entire client base to work remotely. Not only required improving security, but also got MSPs involved deeper in their clients' businesses. Now MSPs were having to lead with Teams training, 365 training, because mobility isn't just about devices, it's about people. And now what happens is all of that information, all of those things to cover with clients has broken the initial setup. Email is overloaded. Tickets no longer really cover it. I mean, they can cover a variety of different topics. You don't even know necessarily who to route it to internally until you actually go in, dig it out, and figure it out. QBRs don't work. There's just too much information. Recent conference I was at, vendor after vendor got up, was like, all you got to do is just print this report and take it to your clients. Just print this report and take it to your clients. Your clients don't want those printed reports. You don't want to print those reports. That's not really the way people consume information. And so what happens now is this massive amount of responsibilities that MSPs have taken on has broken the idea of the PSA. Clients are lost, confused. They don't know where to turn. Sometimes they don't even know what you do. They know you do technology, but they don't know that you can help them in a variety of different areas. And the services that you're offering, they may be looking at other places to go buy it because they just don't even know you do it. You haven't even had time to tell them. So what there should be and what there is what we call a client services automation platform. And that platform is the client side of the MSP relationship. So just like the PSA helps with operational maturity, makes your business more efficient, the CSA is basically how you engage with your clients and makes you and boosts your engagement maturity. And engagement maturity is a big deal, bigger than a 7-minute presentation. CloudRadial is the first CSA. We bring together everything into a single pane of glass. We integrate with your existing stack so that everything is brought together instead of leaving data behind or just for the value of technicians. We're going to bring that forward. We're going to bring that all into CloudRadial, bringing a complete suite of features along with it so that basically in CloudRadial you get everything you need for all those client touch points. We've got a proven track record with 850 clients. Nearly perfect CSAT scores. Are basically we call ourselves, and without too much modesty, we are the most loved CSA out there. Maybe the only one, but we're the most loved. And basically, users that have fully adopted the platform have transformed the way that they work with their client base. Our pricing starts at $195 a month. It's based on the users that you bring into it. Full details on our website. But we've got a special promo that we'll be glad to talk about in the break room, where we've partnered with 9 other partners to bring that all together into incredible amount of savings in our super mega bundle. And you're welcome to join us in the break room, and you're also welcome to join us online for a demo. I'd love to show you more about the product and how it can transform your business and transform the way that you can scale your client relationships.